I was so fucking mad that Mom made Wyatt crawl around this downstairs and look for my tooth.
Hey, yo, Spitty, what time is it?
And welcome everybody, to another episode of
Dr. Lawyer Comedian.
I'm your host, Wyatt and Luke.
I'm Luke Branches.
And Luke, tell the people who we have on today.
So we have a very, very special guest on today. She's an upcoming artist in the scene. That's the only way I can really describe
upcoming
her.
Graphic designer.
Yes, upcoming graphic designer. If you need her graphic designs, she's very, very good. She actually made our merch that is coming out pretty soon.
You can see it right here.
Yeah.
Check out the new t-shirts. Check out the new stickers.
Made by the Ruth Cecilia Creative. Follow that on Instagram. So today, we're actually having no blood relation at all. Ruth the Branches.
Hello.
This is our sister, guys.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
obviously.
I thought that was fairly obvious.
A lot of people don't know your existence.
Yeah. Ruth, how do you feel being in the public?
No. When you guys the first thing you guys posted on this, on the Instagram or something, I literally commented, I go, I'm ready to be the forgotten sibling.
Yes.
I was like, so
You
I
are-
posted on.
Isn't there like a fourth Jonas sibling nobody knows about?
Frankie.
Yes.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie.
Frankie. Who the fuck?
How's it feel to be the only sibling with self-respect?
Yes. Without narcissism. How's that feel? Yeah. Extreme amounts.
Debatable. But at least the graph is lower.
Yes.
I feel like you guys like the spotlight, and I would like to be on the other side.
Maybe that's why we're sitting in our
stage.
living room with shit blasting at us.
Maybe, yeah, Ruth. This is our living room / podcast for studio that has 3 cameras in it right now.
Every time we record, Ruth has to hear, "Hey, everybody quiet on set right now. We're recording the podcast. Everybody shut the like." That's what she has to hear.
That is not only what I hear. So my room is
Ruth,
like
shut up. Yeah.
directly above this, and these dudes like to podcast at like 12 o'clock to 2 in the morning. I go to bed like 10 o'clock. Okay, all I hear is, "Yeah, okay, let's do this."
Yeah.
People are so fucking
Yeah. So
Ruth's upstairs. I'm like, okay, Luke. So you
Yeah.
get to rank every girl in your grade.
Yeah. Fuck, marry, kill. What's it called? That's what Ruth gets to hear when
But
she's going to
honestly,
sleep.
I've always been used to that because when I was younger, Wyatt would play the piano, but he would put his headphones on because he's like, okay, I'm going to be respectful and not, play the piano. All you could fucking hear, I wish I could play it for you. It's the noise of just like
Aggressive banging.
it's just air. It's just air and keys, and it is 10 times worse than hearing a song.
Yeah, true. At least
That
piano
is literally
music you
the
can fall
noise.
asleep to.
Did you used to be able to hear before we got the digital piano? Were you able to hear the like real piano? Like I probably wouldn't play late at night, right?
You wouldn't play. No,
All right,
you never
all right.
played that one late at night. You only played this one late at night, which like was respectful, but it was loud as fuck. So
Man, I wanted drums. I never got drums.
yeah,
Oh,
Luke.
Yeah, I
Luke-
really, really
Luke,
wanted
for the
drums when I was a
longest
kid.
For the longest time, Luke was like, I want to play drums.
I was
Mom and Dad,
super obsessed
Mom
with
was
drums.
really trying to figure out a way to like let Luke play drums because she really wanted him to like have that musical outlet. But Dad was like, this shit is going to be so fucking loud.
I
not
probably would have
doing
quit
that
drums
shit.
within a month or two. But what was
I
like? No, it was funny because I remember like the Transformers trailer was out or something, and I was watching it with Dad, and the guy like in the movie was like, so what do you do? Because the guy was trying to get with his daughter. Like, and he was
What?
like, so what instrument do you play? And he was like, drums. And he was like, you're not going to get with my daughter. And Dad showed me that. And he was like, see? I was like,
Wait, really?
yeah. I was like, what the fuck does that mean, Dad? Like, I'm 8. You don't think I'm not
Actually,
gonna...
that was a thing in Hannah Montana when we used to watch it too. They were like, never date a drummer. Never.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why drummers...
Do you remember the series finale of Hannah Montana where she's deciding between Jake
hotter
and
guy?
Jesse?
Great start.
Jesse was hotter.
Or maybe
Jesse was better and hotter because Jake was
This
like...
is starting to sound
Jake
like the
was
Talk
this
to a
actor.
podcast, guys.
Jake was like this actor-singer guy, but he would like cheat on her and was just like a douche. Jesse was like a drummer, so they made him like this bad boy.
This is
But, like,
relatable.
I
He was
remember.
literally just a normal guy. Like there was nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
I
him.
don't know why, like, playing, like, drums and, like, guitar. Oh, I'm in a band. This is, like...
Because that's
angsty.
Disney Channel's version of like
Yeah.
doing drugs and
Yeah,
having
yeah,
sex
yeah,
is playing
you're
the
right.
drums. I remember, what's it called? Do you remember the episode of Hannah Montana where like Jake cheated on her and it was like a picture of him biting some girl's ear?
All of the like cheating in Disney wasn't cheating. Well, like maybe it was, right? But like they didn't even show people kiss. I don't think they did.
Really?
Are you sure
No,
about that?
there was definitely, like, an Austin Alley. It's like...
Luke, Austin
Yeah,
Alley was
record.
way later.
Yeah,
way later.
you're
Like
right.
Disney has definitely
Well,
lightened
how am I
up.
That was
supposed to
the
relate to
Obama
this
years.
with this Hannah Montana content that I've never?
Yeah, see, Ruth and I, we had a whole life before Luke even came into the fray.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt was talking about
They
this
really
yesterday.
established everything, yeah. And then I just was like, "What's up, guy?"
Well, yeah, Wyatt was talking about this yesterday because all my background photos on my iPad are baby
Oh,
pictures.
yeah.
But I was a baby when Wyatt was a child.
Oh, we
right?
should tell them what the age gap is here. So
Oh,
they know
okay.
Luke and I. So I'm born 1999. Ruth is born 2002. Luke's born 2008. So Ruth is 3 years younger than me.
And
And,
I'm
um,
6 years older than Luke.
Yeah. So right in between, basically.
Literally, I was like 6. Now, yeah, you're still a child and like you're still kind of cute, but like the cutest years, Luke was not alive. So like I don't want to look at like my cute baby pictures when Luke was there. I'd put the ones of Wyatt, and so Wyatt was just like, bruh.
Yeah. So there's just none. I'm not in existence in Ruth's laptop. Apparently, not even a thing. Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, that is weird. What was it like before all this?
We were almost a completely different family, if I had to explain it to
Wow.
you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no recollection.
We was popping, honestly.
We were quite sheltered.
really.
We
yeah?
were not allowed to watch TV
gay.
during the weekdays.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. This
I
is
was
true.
like, okay,
we were
so,
not
okay,
allowed to eat.
Luke was born. I was like 5.5. So like, I don't know when you start developing memories, but like not that soon.
I can tell you, I used to read books so much because mom and dad would not let us. First of all, we didn't have cable, so we didn't get Disney Channel until we moved here to Walnut Creek.
I didn't know that.
And like, we thought that was a thing for like the bad kids. Mom and dad's like, no, dude, you can't watch that. That's like some adult shit. And they're talking about,
Dude, I remember that. I remember like I almost like I was like 10 and I was about to watch Glee for the first time. The first time I was like, yo, I can't be.
That's
doing
way
this.
different,
like,
dude.
Which is
like
also like me and Dad were watching
Yeah.
Glee together. So the reason Luke is watching Glee is like me and Dad are sitting on the like couch watching Glee, and like Luke is just there.
no, that's not even it. I remember like Dad was like, yo, you can't watch this. Like go. And so I went up to my room and I was like, man, this sucks. I gotta check this show out.
The
And I
funny
watched-
part of this is like Luke at like 3 years old was running around the freaking kitchen island screaming shit fuck. So like I don't know what kind of sheltered kid, because like
Hell
when
yeah.
Luke was young, he heard everything.
No, yeah, of course.
When we were young, we didn't have that.
When did you start swearing in front of mom and dad? Because I swear to God, every day,
So,
mom will
I
be like, Luke, can you like do this? And Luke's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
No, so I have this vivid memory. I was in 8th grade, and this book that I was reading with mom said the word ass. And it was not ass in the sense of like butt. It was literally like donkey or whatever the like
Yeah.
Who's even
The-
using
the
that?
whatever
animal.
regular,
I don't know,
yeah.
some book that I had to read for school. So it's me and mom and Wyatt in bed, and like I'm reading this book, okay? And then I literally say donkey instead of ass. Like I just blatantly disregard the word. And Wyatt goes, "Why don't you say that word?"
Oh,
And I
really?
was like,
It was in eighth. You were in eighth
I was
grade.
in 8th grade.
Wow.
I was like, oh, like it's bad. Like it's a swear word. Like I can't say it. And then literally Wyatt was just like taunting me. Like you have to say it. Like now you have to say.
Yeah.
And I eventually did, but I was just like ass. Like I literally would not say it out loud. So that's why. And Luke, like, I also still to this day like don't swear in front of my friends' parents.
Yeah, no, I do.
Luke
Depends on the
gives
friend for
no
me.
fucks.
Well, I'm just like, it's like, really, you're gonna? Oh, you can't say. It doesn't matter. to
I
me.
don't know. I just think for me it was more like, oh, like it's more respectful. Like
No,
they don't
yeah,
want
I
me
agree.
like.
The only one for me that I have like never sworn in front of was Sarah's parents, which is my ex-girlfriend. They were like very proper Southern people. Same thing with my current girlfriend's ex-parents. I would literally like, apparently her parents used to tell friends like he's like the most like shy and wholesome person I've ever met.
Really?
Like very innocent. Like because I
Wow.
would literally never say any bad words ever.
That's actually crazy.
It's
I
funny.
can't imagine
That's weird.
you doing that.
Well, I actually started saying bad words because of a joke from a story about Ruth and teaching me when I can say the bad words.
Oh,
Which is actually true. It's a true story.
that
The
joke-
thing is, I don't remember this story. So Luke keeps telling me
Ruth
this.
says
I'm
I
not-
remembered. I remember it vividly when we were getting out of the
dude,
car
this
one
joke
time.
is so old. Not even the Instagram people have seen.
I
it.
know.
You want to tell them?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell the joke. So I won't tell the joke, but I'll tell the story as I remember
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't remember. This is probably around 4th grade because Ruth was driving, and I think she was driving, and then we were getting out of the car when I asked her this. And so I asked her, I said, so Ruth, like, when are you allowed to say each of the bad words, right? And I was like, what about, I was like, so what about like the S word? When are you allowed to say that? And she was like, probably like 7th grade. Right? And I was like, yeah, that's
I
fair.
would have said 7th grade if I didn't say ass.
I don't know, Ruth.
Grade.
This is what I remember. And then I was like, what about like, and she said like hell goes with that, right? So hell is also like 7th grade. I was like, all right, what about the F word?
Okay.
She was like probably like 9th grade around there. I was like, all right. And then I asked her, so what about the N word? And she was like, I don't know how to say it.
I remember the first time Luke said the N word.
Wait, what?
You were a really little kid. We were teaching you rhyming, and then there was. I just thought.
Wait, actually?
I was also.
Is this
a kid.
true? I don't remember this.
So of course you don't fucking remember.
No,
You
I
must
do.
have been,
I do.
you must have been, like 3 or
No, I
something.
meant that shit.
And I was like, I was like 12, and I pointed at a picture of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
I wonder where
And
that.
Luke, yeah, I thought it would be funny,
Yeah.
and it was.
So what did I say?
So you knew where it was going.
Oh yeah,
So wait,
I was
how old are you?
I was a little shithead. I was 12 years old.
Oh yeah. Hey Luke, imagine if that lion was black. Just yeah.
That's
Okay, whatever. You guys suck, man. Fuck this. Okay, no, but
You've talked the most so far,
really,
easily. Just
I
look
guess
at that.
okay.
Just look at that.
That's pretty
Fair
normal.
enough. Fair enough.
I feel like that's pretty normal though.
Damn it!
Oh, really?
When there's evidence right there. And
I mean, more in the sense of like just life. Like, who do you think speaks the most
I
out of
don't
all
know.
3 of us?
I thought I'd be up there.
Well, yeah,
I think
it's
my
definitely
team-
not me. I'm definitely last.
the weirdest things, I think I've started talking less in high school, but I used to talk so much as a kid. I swear.
There's like these videos. They're so cute. These videos
Yeah.
of Luke on my parents' bed and just like around the house doing breaking news. Like something
Ruth
small
loves these.
and minuscule would happen.
They're so cute.
It's so cute. Dad would like pull out the video camera and be like, "Okay, Luke, tell them what happened."
Yeah.
Breaking news, and then he'd like say some bullshit that.
Well,
just
there'd be a
happened.
bit of a dark turn though, because it's like Dad's like, "So did you make any new friends?" I was like, "No, they're all mean actually," and it's just like, "Oh,
yeah, we watched
no, that
a few.
actually was,
We watched
that happened."
a few of them like maybe a month or 2 ago.
Yeah, it was like, damn, man, they're going to.
Really?
Yeah, pretty weird.
Huh.
Pretty funny.
I don't
It's
know.
like, but you guys, you
You know what Luke said the other day? I heard him say, he's like, I remember being gay in 1st grade, and that's what he was referring to. Just like doing things normal kids do. It looks like
no.
I'm
I
fucking
remember
gay.
like, I like kissed Robbie's hand once, and he kissed my hand. It was pretty. There was some gay shit going on in 1st grade. Like,
that is unique.
that is, yeah. See, like, yeah, I remember all that weird shit. Peed in a cup one time.
Do you remember
Luke,
being
you
sad?
used to pee in a cup, like
No, but,
frequently,
like,
okay?
Very often.
Like
Very often.
any time we were in the car and
I
Luke
would
needed
wait,
to pee, we
honestly.
had a
No.
Gatorade bottle.
I will wait till the car so I can pee
Yeah.
in a bottle.
You would like pee, like, I swear to God, like a couple times a week in the car.
Yeah.
This dude would also like fill up a Gatorade bottle
Yeah.
full of pee, like very frequently when we were in the car.
I love it. That's what I like doing, man. It was chill. I miss those days.
What did you like about it?
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't
It's
know.
like
You're saying you liked it.
interrogating-
I'm asking you what you liked about it.
It was chill. Like I didn't have to like run to the bathroom. I just be like, yo, I'm gonna take a piss in the car, and then in the bottle, and then you throw it out the window, and it would be.
No,
kinda
we never
fun.
did that.
No, we've done that.
Dad did that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, Mom would not do that.
Dad would.
I remember us being very careful about what Gatorade bottles we drank from. we
we never ever buy lemon
No,
Gatorade.
I don't
I
buy
miss-
the yellow Gatorade.
I miss. There used to be like a toilet you could bring into the car. Like I remember, I
Yes.
used to have one of those. I miss shitting in a car. That's another level.
Oh,
right there.
God.
Another level of what's it called. I must have been like 2 or 3 though. Still
I mean,
crazy.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like 10,
Like-
11, what, 12? Yeah. But you guys used to live in LA before I was born.
Yeah, I remember we were really sad. Well, at least I was really sad when we moved from LA. So I was, at that time, I would say 8. And you were
I was
5.
5.5-ish.
Yeah, 8.5 I was. So Mom was already pregnant with Luke. And I remember actually, this is literally how we were a different family. We used to say the rosary every night. in LA.
Really?
Do you remember that, Ruth?
Yes. Luke, they let
didn't
you
know.
slack off so much, bruh. I had to
I
go
know
to church. We had to go to church every single Sunday until we graduated high school and went to college. When you came back from college, Wyatt didn't have to go, but I had to.
No,
still
I remember
fucking
that
go.
because I remember asking Mom, like, yo, why does Wyatt have to go to church? And she was like, because he already did all that shit. And I was like, I didn't know there was like a graduation date. Like,
Yeah, and you got to skip all that bullshit.
And I remember like one time you would try to sleep in to skip church. They're like,
every time. Every
there
time.
are so many times. Actually, me and Sarah, our cousin, one time in India, we were trying to sleep through church.
We're about to do this in December, just
Yeah.
so everyone knows. We're about to do this.
What was in that milk, Nana?
Wyatt, this was so bad. So me and Sarah, so whenever we go to India, like, we all
Sarah
share a
is
room.
Joshua's sister.
Yeah.
Actually.
Joshua,
you guys
might
might
on a previous episode.
On a future episode.
Yeah.
But so me and Sarah sleep in one room, and then like I don't honestly know where Luke would sleep wherever, and then Josh and Wyatt.
Mom and Dad for the most part.
Sometimes and
then. But then he slept in me and Sarah's room at one point.
Yeah.
Anyway, not important, but Wyatt and Josh would always share a room. So me and Sarah were like sharing a room, and like we would do some like all of us would do some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there was one time. Actually, the story would be hilarious to tell with Sarah. Joshua locked me and Sarah into our bedroom because you can lock it from the outside. Outside at like 3 a.m. like really, really early in the morning because at this point we were super jet lagged, so we did not sleep at all. He locks us in. Sarah thinks there's a murderer in the house. I'm being so fucking serious. She starts freaking out. I'm like, okay, like realistically, one of the boys locked us in. Okay, like there's 3 of these idiots that.
How did they know I was a murderer?
And Joshua loved to mess with us, like because it really pissed Sarah off, and I would just find it funny. He would like we would be napping, and like he would come and wake us up, and like Luke and him built a fort on top of us as we were asleep.
There's a lot of shit, yeah.
Anyway, he locks us out. So I'm like, okay, let me think rationally. Like, let's bang on the door, like see if someone will open it. It is 4 a.m, so like we don't want to wake anybody up. But like, if you're really concerned, banged on the door, and then I had in Indian SIM in my phone, so we called the landline, woke Grandpa up, and he unlocked us from the room. Sarah was like very, very concerned.
Grandpa, fight this murderer.
I was like, I definitely got a little bit irritated at the end. Like, I was like, okay, let me out of this fucking room. Like, Joshua, you can lock us in. Like, it's funny, but then, like, let us out. But we end up waking up our grandparents, and then Joshua hates getting into trouble, okay? Joshua, like, feels really bad when he gets himself into trouble, but he loves to fuck around and get himself into trouble. That is really fun. So, this dude, like, basically just like hides from us the rest of the day because he knows his mom is about to yell at him. So hard.
Auntie Audrey would always get really mad at him.
It was hella funny.
Pretty fun.
I don't know where that was going, to be honest.
Yeah, wait, I had a story.
Anyway, so what I was talking about was, were you sad when we left LA? Because I remember being really sad.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember leaving. Like, all I remember, actually, this is the only vivid memory I have of us leaving LA. We went to Chelsea's house. Yeah. And they gave us ginormous lollipops.
Oh, I remember those.
Wait,
and we ate those forever. And
we had these lollipops. Like they're huge. Like the huge candy store lollipops. Yeah. I remember them tasting like onions after a while.
Yeah, they were really bad. We ate them years later. That's why.
What?
Oh, really?
Well, maybe you ate yours because I ate mine like 5 years later.
Ew.
I remember we like kept it. We like were so excited because it's like giant lollipop. And like, how frequently do you get to buy something like this?
Yeah.
Oh, we also were not allowed candy when we were young.
Yeah, this was like not a common thing. So then we like put it in the fridge, whatever. I do remember eating it, and I do remember it tasting like onions.
Oh yeah.
And I have no fucking clue why it tasted like onions.
Weird.
But
it did.
That's legitimately the only memory I have of
that was after.
LA.
So we lived in LA for the first few years. But Ruth was born in LA. I was born in Wisconsin. It's an even longer story. But we lived in LA, and then we moved here. Luke was born SF, and then we officially moved to Walnut Creek, and we lived in my dad's sister's house, Auntie Sharon, for like 9 months. Do you remember? Another locked out story. Nana Olive accidentally, you and Matthew were playing in the backyard of Auntie Sharon's house, and Nana locked it, and she went upstairs and started taking a nap. And then that was like the best day ever for us because we're like, it's time for survival.
Really?
It's time to be Bear Grylls.
No, like we did a bunch of like random silly shit in Auntie Sharon's backyard. I remember there was one point we took like a plastic bucket, and there was a like faucet in the garage, and we went in there, and it's cold in San Francisco in comparison. Okay,
even,
so it's cold as fuck.
It was during summer.
I
believe it was during summer.
I thought it was during winter, but you probably know better than I do. From what I remember of this story, it was winter, so it's fucking cold outside. Okay, and we filled this bucket up, and we went and we put it in, and the water was like so hot that it was cold. Is what I remember.
Really? So do you have more?
Well, I was just going to continue the story, but like if you have
here's what I remember. It doesn't matter if it was summer or winter. It was cold outside. But we had multiple buckets. So we wanted a hot tub. We wanted a hot tub, but we didn't have a hot tub. So what we did was we put a whole bunch of buckets. We filled it with super hot water, and I remember putting like different limbs in different buckets.
I mean, to be honest, you could have a better recollection than I do because you were older.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, we were playing this game. Maybe there were 2 buckets, and there was like, you jump because it's fucking cold outside. You're like running. You run into one bucket, and you run out, and then you run into another bucket, and then you run out, and then you run in a circle to get back in line to do it again.
Sounds right.
Wow. No, yeah, I remember in the ether like, during all this, just chilling with
and
Jesus.
then I don't know why, if you did
were
this.
Alive then.
Really?
Because this was San
You
Francisco.
were alive.
Oh, this was San Francisco.
You were just like tiny.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
remember
couldn't
chilling
do this shit with us.
With Mom. Yeah.
I don't know if Wyatt did this with me, but me and Matthew took the mud from the fucking like garden and
Matthew's
made
our
bricks.
cousin.
Like,
oh, I remember that.
We made bricks and we left them out. We're like, these are gonna dry and become bricks. Okay, like we were convinced.
All right, guys, we're gonna have a better ad read at some point. Here's the temporary one,
bro.
We have a West Coast tour coming up, Luke.
We need a new one.
You don't like my old one?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I'm good, guys. I'm gonna do the dream thing.
Yeah.
But
I know, okay.
all right, we got a West Coast tour coming up. We'd love to see you guys. Here are the tour dates. We have
gonna be pretty fun.
October 18th in Los Angeles. We're at the Kookaburra Lounge.
Jesus, stop sounding like an ad.
Oh my! It is an ad.
Yeah, but then don't like make it genuine.
All right, October 19th, the day after, we're in Los Angeles. We're in San Francisco at the Fate Collective.
Yep.
Then November 2nd, we are in Las Vegas at the Classic Jewel. Then the week after that, November 9th, we are in Seattle at the Seattle Public Theater. That venue is subject to change. And then November 10th, we are in Portland at the Chapel Theater. If you guys want to get tickets, it's going to be in the notifications or not notifications. It's going to be in the...
Nice.
I'm pretty drunk.
It's like 1 a.m. right now. I want to go
yeah,
sleep,
literally.
bro.
It is in the description, and then it's also in the bio in any of our social medias. So we would love to see you guys there.
Please come out.
And yeah, and you guys, since you're DLC viewers, you can use the code DOC, and it'll be a discount.
All caps, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope to see you there.
Now back to the episode.
What was I gonna say? No, what was that story you want to tell about? What's called?
Well, there was a lot of things that happened. This was like when we had just moved. I know.
Okay.
So when we moved in here, there were like a lot of random things we were doing. Wyatt was making a ball out of all the stickers that were on our boxes.
Yeah. I had a whole bunch of weird sentimental stuff.
Yeah.
I remember even to this day. So we had this shower that I would shower in every day in LA. And you know how they're like, you know, the shower head? There was this little thing you could take off. And I'm like, I used to wear it as a bracelet to remember that LA house.
It's top 10 creepiest shit.
That's kind of
weird.
Hey man, why are you wearing a shower thing on your wrist? No reason.
Did it like look like a bracelet?
Yeah, a little bit. I could probably find it.
You like
has
a
room
whole
somewhere.
ass like what's it called attached to it?
That's
what?
so interesting. I mean, I didn't do anything like that, but when we're unboxing things, there's like a lot of styrofoam around the house because like naturally you're moving, like there's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, at this point, this is like the time I'm losing all my teeth. So like some of my teeth were loose, and I don't know what got us into starting playing this game, but me and Wyatt were playing this game where I had like a fake cooking set. So we had a fake piece of bacon. We would run up to the top of our stairs.
Yeah, it was plastic.
Yeah, so it was basically a piece of
Kinda
plastic.
like plastic that
bends.
bendy plastic.
It's like I mean, it's a thinner piece of plastic, so it's like malleable. Anyway, this was the game. So me and Wyatt run up to the top of the stairs. I was the dog in this story. And then he throws the piece of bacon down. I go and grab it with my fingers and put it in my mouth like I'm a dog and then run back up the stairs. This was like the whole fucking game. I don't know why this was fun to us.
Man, shit was popping when I wasn't alive.
Anyway, I guess during one of the rounds, because this wasn't just like a one-off, I went upstairs with the piece of bacon in my mouth and our mom started talking to us. So both of us aren't really paying attention, but also the bacon is still like actively, I'm just like this. So mom's talking to us. So mom is talking to us and is like telling us whatever. Anyway, I'm not paying attention. Wyatt is trying to take this piece of bacon out of my mouth. I don't know how I can't see him doing that, but I guess I wasn't paying attention, and he yanks it out of my mouth and my tooth goes flying. Okay? Then naturally my mouth starts like rushing with blood because like it's a tooth that just got like yanked out way before it was due. Mom starts freaking out, so gets paper towels, and then I was so fucking mad that mom made Wyatt crawl around downstairs and look for my tooth, okay? And he was collecting the pieces of styrofoam because he was like supposed to be looking for my tooth. Eventually he gave up. And then he got bored and was picking up all these pieces of styrofoam and picks them up and comes and shows them. Mom's like, Wyatt, what the fuck? That's for this tooth. So we did end up finding my tooth.
Wait, really?
Do you still have it?
This?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Sometimes.
The hell, Luke?
I definitely don't keep my teeth.
Yeah, it's actually right here in my pocket.
No idea.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm curious
Maybe you
though,
wear it as
because
a
like,
bracelet.
don't your parents take your like? When
Speaking of, so that's the tooth fairy. Luke, do you remember? When you guys found out the tooth fairy wasn't real?
Well, I actually remember when I found out Santa wasn't real.
Okay.
So this was funny actually.
Oh, I'm really curious about this.
Because it was the year I got the 2DS. Do you remember that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what happened was, I remember like you and Mom hella like talking about it, and I was like, man, there's something going on around here. So my plan was, I was really tempted to do this because I had already suspicious. I was like, how the fuck is Santa making a 2DS in what's it called, in Santa's village? And
Elves.
yeah, I know. And so my plan was to get a gift for one of you and write from Santa to like what's called to fuck with you guys. And I was gonna like,
thought he was so smart.
I know, and I was like, man, this is gonna freak them out. They're gonna think it's legit, and everything's gonna. So I was really excited to do that.
Wait. So explain this though. If Santa is real, then we would have just thought that.
Israel? What is that?
So
Luke, I have a second question for you.
Okay.
When did you find out Elf on the Shelf was not real?
Oh yeah, Luke used to love Elf on the Shelf.
Let me give you some
really
Let me
good.
give you some backstory. So I, at this point, obviously, am old enough to know Santa's not real and like Elf on the Shelf is not real. I was like, Mom and Dad were like, Ruthie, you can do whatever the fuck you want with this elf, okay? Like, go and fuck with Luke. I would fuck with this man.
It would be
so
crazy.
hard. I know. So essentially, like, he was, I don't know how old, but he, like, Mom basically, when when the elf came to the house, he was like, Luke, like, you cannot touch him or you will not get any presents.
I think I touched him once, maybe, and I, like, started crying. No.
But so what I did was like, obviously I know where we're going for the rest of the day. Like I know what Luke's doing. We're doing like the same bullshit. So I was like, okay, I'm going to move this elf wherever we go. So like basically, for example, one that freaked him out was we were going to San Francisco because our cousins live in San Francisco. And so I took the elf when Luke was like changing or something. I took the elf and I put it in the car right next to his car seat. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was hanging from one of those like.
I remember this.
What are those? The handles that you can hold on to. It was hanging upside down. So one, Luke would freak out because one, he has to now get in the car and like not accidentally hit the elf. Yeah. And two, he has no fucking idea of this. He literally like shows up. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Ruthie, how did it get there?
Yeah,
I
know.
Freaking out, and like almost every time I would move it, like he would have a really fun reaction.
Just blow my mind.
So it was really fun for me, but it was hilarious because
I remember being fun.
I'm actually really curious. I actually don't know when you knew that.
I don't remember when I found out it wasn't real. I probably just like took it like, man, this shit ain't. This isn't shit, bro. Just like picking it up,
drop kicking.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know. I just remember my mind being like exploding every time because I'd get home from school and then Ruth would be like, oh, where did the elf go? And I was like, yeah, I wonder why you were the first one to notice that.
Yeah,
but
I would prompt him like every time I would move,
and I'd be like, oh my God.
Where did it go?
And then I don't know why I thought it would like have to be a mystical force. Like, no, it's not like someone can just pick him up, move him over there. But it was like
it's literally a plushie
I was like, Jesus
toy.
is real. Yeah. God, it has to be. And so I like it would go from there like to the top of the curtains and shit. I would freak out. Really fun. You got to get someone Elf on the Shelf if you do that. But
yeah, if you have like a big age gap, like fuck with your sibling. It's fun for everybody.
I don't remember when I figured out the Tooth Fairy wasn't real though.
I think I kind of always just assumed that the Tooth Fairy wasn't real, but that was also because I got like 24 of my teeth.
Yeah.
So,
Ruth got like a root
horrible.
canal fairy. That's
when
what she has.
When I was younger, my teeth like would grow in behind the other teeth so they wouldn't fall out. So like I would have to go to the doctor or the dentist and they would literally have to pull out my teeth. So like I would lose 4 teeth at a time and I'm sitting there like, why am I not getting that much fucking money? Like this is bullshit. So I would have like the little dentist like circular thing that I'd put under my pillow and Mom would never take that shit.
Really? Why?
She would like instead of taking the tooth, she would literally just leave the tooth there and put the freaking money.
That's funny.
Like I don't remember ever getting my teeth taken away.
I'm trying to think. I do remember putting the tooth on and then getting money.
I remember.
I don't remember ever like learning like like I don't remember like figuring it out.
I mean, you clearly remember the Santa one.
Luke,
I don't even
Luke
remember
started
that
losing
one.
teeth really late.
Yeah, I lost my first tooth in 4th grade. I think.
That's crazy, dude.
Which
That's
by the way,
crazy.
when I was getting all my teeth yanked out, this is like 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Like majority of my teeth got pulled out during 2nd grade.
No, because I remember being in like kindergarten, all the guys were losing teeth, and all the girls were like, "Whoa!" And I was like motherfucker, get this shit out of my mouth. It sucked. But yeah, 4th grade.
I remember. I don't know if it was the first time, but I definitely remember like conspiring with mom and dad. Like, so how are you guys gonna put the money under?
Really?
And they're like, we're gonna wait till he's asleep, okay?
Yeah. I don't know. How heavy of a sleeper was I? You can just take a
I know
full ass tooth from under.
I mean,
Well, I
when
think mom
think
used to
about it-
sleep next to you
Oh yeah, she would.
until
yeah.
like 7th grade.
Okay, like 6th, bro.
Wait, I
think
was
it's
joking, and then you just took it.
No, I think it was like still 6th grade. But yeah. No, that's not
Ruth,
that weird. I don't
you
think
remember-
that's weird.
Meanwhile, me and Wyatt shared a bedroom.
I was gonna say, do you remember sharing a bedroom?
Do you remember the mailboxes under our beds?
No. Oh, I remember we used to.
When we were little, so there was a few things that my mom would do. So she would buy these musical toys for us. And I don't remember why we would get them. I think it was like if I woke up in the middle of the night and peed and not peed in my bed. Now, I was like...
What musical toys?
Do you not remember this? She had a box, okay?
I remember this, but...
She had a box of musical toys. And whenever... I don't remember what it was that we did that was like good,
What do you mean
rewarding.
musical toys?
Like
Like
they're
it made
literal,
music?
Like, they're little like... If you imagine like an actual, what's it called? Instrument, it was just like a toy version.
Okay.
So like literally toy instruments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mom would like give us these, like we would get to pick one whenever we were like good. Or I actually really wish I knew the like root
I
of
remember
this.
we used to think under our beds were our houses, and we like
That's
decked
why
it
we
out.
had a mailbox.
Huh.
Yeah, we had a mailbox.
And we would put little notes in each other's mailboxes. Now we shared this fucking room.
We slept like maybe 8 feet away from each
Really?
other.
Yes.
Wow. How old? Like what? Like
we
8?
were-
8? Like
Look, this is before we moved. So like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
I-
he was like 8 and under, and I was 5 and under.
wow. Yeah.
And it was probably mainly because I wouldn't sleep in a room by myself.
Do you remember I'm sure it was me too, but do you remember how we had the curtains coming down from, not curtains, but like you would open your door, and I don't know if you remember this, Mom, but we had like the Winx Club, like little beads that would come all the way
wait,
down. And
do you
just go
remember?
like that into the room?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that? I remember that
so
was
you
so
just-
cool, and we installed it, and I feel like 2 months later we moved, and I was so sad. We're like, I didn't even get to enjoy these.
That's fun.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't even fully remember the layout of the LA house. Like, that's
Oh,
how
no,
young
me
I
neither,
was.
me neither.
I'm trying to think.
But so I don't remember, like, tiny.
Random tangent, but it's kind of related to the old stuff we were talking about. Why do we never do Easter Bunny? I feel like, is that like a white family thing? Because we never.
No one does
I
Easter
think
Bunny.
we just. No, people do
No,
Easter
people
Bunny.
do Easter Bunny. But it was just
Oh.
like Uncle Victor, like,
Like,
I'm gonna hide
why?
these
Like,
eggs, like,
there are these parents that will literally, like, get, like, not powder, flour, and, like, sprinkle it on the floor, and then, like, draw little, like, rabbit
that's interesting.
feet.
Yeah. See, I don't
And
know why
then
we
have,
never
like-
did that. But we did all the other stuff.
That's a question for Mom and Dad.
Yeah, you're right.
Not
True.
Ruth. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this episode,
Wait,
this has
what?
been part 1.
Oh.
Look, it's been half an hour. This has been part 1 of our episode with Ruth. We will see you guys next week for part 2.
24 hours to live, man, need a young mace. 24 seconds on the clock, I hit the pump fake. 24 on my back, one day I was 8, looking down from the top, yeah, it was fake.